Hey everyone, it's Chad from Colorado Giants. It feels weird. It's Monday, August 31st. I'm going out of town. If you saw the other video that I probably uploaded just before this one because I haven't done it yet, then you'll know I'm going out of town. So we have a little bit of an early video. So I'm by myself. I don't have my lovely other half. She's working or something. So I'm trying to do all the things that I need to do before I go out of town for the week, including keeping everybody up to date on what we got going on. Remember, I'm not going to tell you weights this week. Maybe I will on something, but I'll show you a few things. Since I'm by myself, it'll be a little choppy, so let's jump to it. Okay, here we are at Vacuum. Vacuum is still growing. Forgot to mention Ted is still growing, and Ted is still doing very good. Very good indeed. Vacuum is rolling along, starting to get ribby and up on the nose of him. It starting to get that cantaloupe texture. You know, I don't know. Like right here through the head of it, through the butt, it sounds solid. But ultimately, who knows? Now's usually the time of the year where the growth starts to slow down a hair, and I like to tell myself, think and hope that it's putting on weight on the inside of the pumpkin, and so I can more accurately measure it. I left these two tape measures taped to these two pumpkins so I can get some accurate measurements, at least on the circumference, between now and when I come back on Friday. So looking pretty good. Powdery mildew is basically from the half of Vacuum behind. Ted's got it, but dump truck and tractor have it a little bit. So like there, a little bit. It's not too bad though. I don't think I ever showed you guys my my tomato bush. I thought it was a good idea to interplant a few tomato plants, and now this tomato plant has turned into a bush and it's really taken over. But stand by, got to go turn off the pump, and we'll talk about dump truck. And dump truck still trucking. It's shoot, I just looked at it so I'd remember, and I forgot. It's 800 and something pounds. It's roughly 60 pounds larger than last week. So it was something like 10-12 pounds a day. So, you know, not too bad. Dump truck's definitely a pumpkin that I should scoot back. You can see this kink in the vine here. If we scooted the whole pumpkin back, if this whole pumpkin were to scoot back, that would even that out a little bit. But, you know, at this juncture with a pumpkin that's doing really good, I don't think that I would get a lot of gain, and the risk versus that reward is somewhat large. You know, if you crank the pumpkin back, you could easily snap a vine, break it off the stem. You know, for a pumpkin that's not gonna do any state records or personal bests, anything like that, I'm not worried about it. This plant, I have cut it back a little bit. That's where I was having the aphid infestation pretty bad on the back half of dump truck. So I did cut off some of those old leaves, and this is the oldest plant too. So yep, chopped a little bit of that back, whereas the plant on tractor is still looking great, except where, you know, the fan is blowing on it all day every day. And it looks a little weathered and beaten because of that. And it's only, you know, right where the fan is blowing, the plant looks a little worse for the wear. Everywhere else, though, it's great. Gourd plant is going bonkers still. I chop off vine tips every day. It's an animal. Bushel gourd right here, size 13 sneaker for size reference, is growing well. I set the state record last year. I think it was 189. This is getting close to it. So with you know, maybe 3-4 weeks left to go, hopefully it can put on another, you know, 20 pounds, maybe 20-30 pounds. Maybe we'll get to a 200 pound gourd or so. and break my own record. That would be awesome. Fingers crossed. But last but not least, we have Tractor. Tractor has the most concerning stem out of all of them. I just noticed there's a little bit of funky right here. So what I'm gonna do is kind of just pick some of this out with my finger, and what I'm gonna have to do is probably just get some like straight up alcohol, like tequila or vodka or something, just some rock gut, and put it on this every day to keep this dried and not nasty. I'm also going to put some sulfur on this because this vine is too tight. So I'm going to try and yank this up a little bit, free that vine up for another week or so, because Tractor's still growing too, and hopefully, you know, we'll get this one to the way off. And Tractor sounds solid too, man, I tell you. Dang, Tractor. I think you can probably hear that. Tractor just sounds like a rock. I tell you. I think this is going to go heavy. You never really know, but I bet you $100 this is going to go heavy. I would imagine this is probably in the mid 800 pound range, so I'm going to do what I got to do to this, prop up that stem. I would like to put a fan on it, so I might hang like a fan from the rafter blowing straight down here to keep that stem funk under control. And yeah, that's it for this one. Appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, all that jazz. Questions, comments, queries, concerns, let me know down below. Hopefully your season is wrapping up well. Get out there, grow a giant pumpkin.